This is my awesome wrist mobility. Nah, just kidding, it's actually shit. But why am I showing you this? Why am I telling you about this? It's because there are many people out there that have the same wrist mobility as I have, if not even worse, and they experience pain when practicing calisthenics, bodyweight exercise in general, but especially when they train for skills such as the handstand or planche, where you put a lot of pressure on your wrists and a lot of weight on your wrists that your wrists are simply not used to. So I certainly experienced that in the beginning of my handstand journey, or in general with calisthenics training. And since my mobility is not the greatest, I had to work on it anyway. So in order to reduce pain and later on to prevent pain from coming back, I introduced certain wrist mobility exercises into my warm-up routine right before my regular workout session. And I would like to share 3 with you today. So let's jump right into it. Alright, for the first exercise, we have to be humble, sit down on our knees, place our hands, the palms of our hands, shoulder width apart, slightly in front of the shoulders, on the floor. Protract the scapula, meaning pushing out the shoulders, or you can also imagine pushing the floor away. It works for me. And this would look like that. Yeah, pushing out the scapula, pushing out the shoulders. And at the same time, we turn our elbow backwards so that the inside of the elbow is pointing forward, same as the fingers. Right? This is our starting position. Shoulders out, elbows to the back, fingers to the front. And what we do now is we do little pulses forward, meaning we lean slightly forward until we feel some pressure on our wrist over here. And we do these poses 10 to 15 times. It would look something like that. Yeah. Leaning our body slightly above our wrists, applying pressure on them, getting them used to some weight, and repeat that 10 to 15 times. If it's too easy for you, you can go for 20 times. And once you're done, we go to exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 is very similar. We stay on our knees, but this time we point the hands outwards, meaning the fingers show to the left and right, and we try to bring our forearms together. If it's not possible for you because of the wrist mobility, it's no problem. You can leave a little bit of space in between the wrists, but in the best case, you bring them together. And this time, not slightly in front of your shoulders, but actually right underneath your shoulders. Here again, we push out the scapula, so we push the floor away, and we do little circles. Yeah, to the left, 10 to 15 times, and to the right, 10 to 15 times. And for the last exercise, it's actually the first one reversed. We place again our palms on the floor, but this time with our fingers towards our knees. And instead of going forward, what we do now is leaning backwards. So you will feel an actual stretch here and a little bit of pressure again on the wrist. But the stretch here is awesome. It feels good. I like it. And also here we do 10 to 15 reps. Yeah, if it's too easy, you can also go for 15. Don't forget to push your shoulders out. And with all those exercises, try to keep your palms on the floor. Yeah, they're not supposed to lift up like this or like that, because then it's not the same exercise anymore. It's more a strengthening of the wrist exercise, which is also good. You can also do it in your regular workout. But for now, I just wanted to show you some mobility exercises that simply warm up your wrists. All right? So one more time, 3 things to pay attention to is palms always on the floor. Elbow is pointing backwards. In this case, it's pointing backwards anyway. And scapula out. Push your shoulders out. Yeah, push away the floor. And then do this little pulses, this little leans. For each exercise 10 to 15 times. Afterwards, you can then relax your wrist a little bit by doing this fun thing here. And you should be good. You should be good for your workout session. Of course, it will take time until your wrists fully get used to this mobility. But over time, it will reduce your pain and hopefully also prevent future pain. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video. I hope those exercises help you with your wrist pain, with your wrist mobility, and with your handstand training. And I would like to hear more from you in the comments. Share it with your friends if necessary. And also let me know if this exercise actually helped you, if there are some more that you would like to see. I know there are plenty of them out there, but those are my top 3. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye.